Okay, so let's cover something that most people are missing, and this is the part of the compound effect. Now, if you look at gold chart the past 20 years ago, in 2005, price of gold was about $400 per trounce. $400 to 5,400 today, like end of January. This is like a massive jump from 400 to 5,400, and it will continue to grow. But this is like, if you think over 20 years, the difference from where it was to where it is today. Today with $10,000 you can purchase like less than 2 trounces. Back then with the same 10,000 you could have purchased like 21 trounces. This is like you're losing 1 trounce per year, 1 trounce per year, 1 trounce per year. This is what it's look like. And again, it's 20 trounces is not a small loss if you think about purchasing power and what 1 trounce can purchase. And just think about price of Bitcoin from where it was like 2009 and where it is in 2026. It's massive growth, but this is massive devaluation of the currency, nothing to do with the asset. So if you think about the fact that gold is the real money and everything else is credit, and you start to understand that the compound interest is just like the inflation that is built on top of the previous year. So when it was like $400 per trounce, if you add a small inflation on this, then the next year is a little bit more inflation on top of the previous year, then a little bit more, then a little bit more, then a little bit more every single year. So I want you to think, if you're losing 1 gram of gold, let's say 20 years ago, 1 gram of gold, doesn't matter if this is per year, per month, per week, per day. You work and you lose like 1 gram of gold. But let's say next month or next year or next week, you lose 2 grams of gold. And the following year, month, week, you lose 4, and then 8, and then 16, and then 32, and 64. And it starts to double just like the compound effect. So it's not equally distributed your loss. You start to accelerate through the compounding effect, just like the compound effect of money, the compound effect of inflation. And this is how your purchasing power is stolen faster and faster with each passing year, if you have not made inflation to work for you, to basically be able to increase your purchasing power, to create a surplus. So you'll be able to purchase more, you'll be able to protect yourself, you'll be able to do the things that otherwise, if you don't have a surplus, you're not gonna be able to do. You're gonna be like without those options available to you. So think about this, and then think of, okay, how much you have today and how much you can purchase today with what you have. Next year you'll be able to purchase less because of the compound effect, because of where the prices are going. Again, the gold, the silver, the asset is the same, but you need more currency that is getting debased because you're losing more purchasing power. You need more currency to deploy to be able to purchase the same amount. And with each passing year, it will be more and more and more. The prices are not going to go down. The price will continue to go up. And every time you see the price of gold and silver going down, they're suppressed by the banks. The banks are not interested in gold and silver for you to have. Because the minute you start to convert your fiat currency into real money, their game is game over. So they're interested for you to stay in this illusion that you need their fiat currency that is backed by nothing, to work for this currency that is backed by nothing, while they're purchasing more and more gold and silver, but primarily gold, by the tons. And think about, a ton is 1,000 kilos. How much do you have? How much has been stolen from you, from your family? And it will continue for this to happen every year through the inflation. And who control the inflation? The same people that control the printing press. You and I, we cannot print. So think about, how you utilize your time every day and how you're putting inflation and the power of the compound effect to work for you, not against you. This is the game.